I wonder, does anyone remember when I said this? Some people like replacing Milky Way with Macaron, but I have had less success with that one, so yeah. Well, I may have discovered how to actually use Macaron, and that's all what this video is about, so let's get right into it, shall we? Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new video. As shown previously, I have discovered a way to use Macaron instead of Milky Way in the donut team, which is a team that quite a lot of you, including myself, have been struggling quite a bit with, so this will serve as a good alternative. But this is very important to keep in mind. This is a very, very specific team because you need either a low promoted donut, so 0 to 2 star, or a low level one. Why is this? Well, this is because the Abyss has a grabbing move where it will grab the highest HP target. And we want this target to be not donuts, we want it to be cotton.
I am afraid
That's why we
no
need to make
blizzard.
sure that donut's HP is low enough.
You'll see.
So here, I have about 220,000 HP on my cotton and about 196,000 on my donuts. Only because it's not a max level donut, it's level 60. I purposely kept it low so that cotton can get bitten instead of donut. So this will not work if your donut has higher HP than cotton. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. If you still want to do Abyss but have a higher donut HP than cotton, you will have to use the Milky Way team, which I've already made a video about. Well, link will be in the description. Anyway, let's get right into the team and the toppings. Team is as follows: your donut, which is either low promotion or low level, very, very important. Then Macaron, who will be replacing Milky Way in this team. Caviar, squid, and cotton remain the same. So do the treasures. The whistle buff will go onto squid ink, and then either Macaron or caviar. I've had way more success with putting it on Macaron, however, because it makes the team survive a little bit better. But if you can get it onto caviar without your team dying, you'll do more damage overall. But let's get right into the toppings. So, first of all, your low level or low promotion donut will be running a full cooldown. Keep in mind that it can use Moonkiss toppings, and I very much recommend to do so because you will be needing at least 24.3% cooldown, and I found this to be the exact sweet spot. Also, I definitely recommend to have some damage resist substabs, especially if your donut is like mine and it's low level. If it's level 75 but like 0 or 1 star, you probably will not need as much damage resist, but here I definitely recommend doing so. Then, Macaron. I am actually using the same set as an avatar, which is a 24.6 cooldown set, which I found to be the sweet spot again, but you can increase it a little bit, that's fine. And because I don't feel like she's dying very often at all, I didn't focus on damage resist, I focused on attack percent instead. Then, Caviar, also full cooldown. For Caviar, I found a specific build which is 24 to 24.1 cooldown, and then you need at least 5% attack speed. That makes him cast just in the right way. But for him, I also recommend a little bit of damage resist, especially if your whistle bonus is not going to him. He definitely needs some damage resist because he can die at the end, unfortunately, which is at like the last seconds or so. So he will miss a cast if possible, and you want to prevent that if you can, but it's gonna be hard. It's a bit heavy on the topping requirements. Then, the biggest difference from the other strategy is squid ink. Instead of a mix set, we will be running full attack. Well, this gives us a bigger crit range. It will also just give us more damage overall. You want to focus on attack and crit percent. You shouldn't be needing damage resist unless you have a low level candy, which, speaking of, you definitely need a level 10 candy at the very least, even though I recommend much higher. And they will be needing at least 8% attack speed. No cooldown will be needed, which is a relief because the cooldown set that you normally need for squid ink is a little bit annoying to get, in my opinion. Then, last but not least, Cotton will be running again a full cooldown set with at least 24.3% cooldown. Just get it as high as you can because that makes everyone else survive much better. And for her, I did not really need damage resist, but if you can get it, of course, get it. And that's it for the team itself. We will be going right into the run. And as always, this will work on any level, but of course after level 34, its damage will max out, and you definitely want to be able to survive all of these, which is not easy. You might need HP labs, you might need a high statue level. This is quite an intensive strategy, so don't be too frustrated if it doesn't work for you. The Milky Way strat feels a little bit safer than this, but that's probably it. I will go right into the timing. Timing, it's pretty easy. You just start off with queuing at Macaron, and then we go to queue Cotton and putting the queue onto Squid Ink. After that, when Squid Ink casts, we will put the queue onto Donut, and when Donut has cast it, we will just instantly tap Caviar. From now on, it's pretty much just auto. I will be queuing those that have to go in a certain order, just so you know what the order is supposed to be, but you're also just supposed to queue and auto most of them. If you can see either Macaron or Cotton is almost ready to cast, like, you can press them early because that provides more healing to the team, but for Caviar or Squids or Donuts, you would rather want them to just move by the auto. Got quite unlucky here. My cat happened to actually die, but it's not actually the biggest loss, maybe a few million at most, but the more damages or putting the whistle on him would definitely have prevented that, or just getting more crit healing in general. Anyway, this is it. I usually tend to get around 300, like 290 plus at least damage with this if it goes well. Of course, there is a little bit of playroom because Squid Ink is on full attack instead of a mix set. So it could happen that they just don't crit very much and you get a bit less damage. But you still get more damage if you use full attack or a mix set anyway. But yeah, this will be all from me. I hope this will be helpful to those of you that serve a low promotion donut or a low level one. I tried to get this video out before the arena season ended so that people wouldn't spend all their gems mindlessly on donuts when they could maybe run this instead and get quite a big damage increase over the regular strat. But yeah, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching and goodbye.